Hello fans. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and click on the post notification to get notified whenever I upload a new video. There are connections in storytelling that feel deeper than performance. They move quietly through time, shaped by shared experiences, emotional labor, and moments that only two people truly understand. The story of Ginny and Jayna is one of those connections. It is a story built on history, trust, creative intimacy, and a bond that audiences could feel long before it was ever spoken about openly. Their journey together did not begin with noise. It began with understanding. When Ginny and Jayna first worked together, neither of them expected the impact their pairing would have. Both were already respected in their own ways, known for emotional depth and sincerity. But when they shared the screen, something shifted. Their energy aligned naturally. Scenes felt lived in rather than acted. The way they looked at each other carried meaning. The way they listened felt intentional. Viewers did not just see characters interacting. They felt two people emotionally present with each other. What made their early connection stand out was subtlety. There was no rush to define anything. Their performances relied on restraint. Small gestures carried weight. A pause before speaking felt just as important as dialogue. This level of emotional control is rare, especially early in a collaboration. It suggested trust forming quickly, the kind of trust that allows actors to be vulnerable without fear. Poisonous love became the turning point that sealed their place in audiences' hearts. The series demanded vulnerability. It required emotional honesty and restraint. Ginny brought quiet intensity and inner strength. Jayna brought warmth, softness, and emotional openness. Together, they created a balance that felt rare. Their love story unfolded slowly, built on tension, longing, and emotional risk. Every scene carried weight because it felt real. The emotional complexity of poisonous love required both women to tap into deeply personal spaces. Scenes were not about grand declarations but about internal conflict and unspoken desire. Ginny's performance often relied on what she did not say. Jayna's performance leaned into emotional transparency. This contrast created depth. It allowed viewers to see love not as fantasy, but as something fragile, uncertain, and deeply human. Behind the scenes, their connection deepened through shared challenges. Long filming days, emotionally draining scenes, and the pressure of expectations pushed them to rely on one another. They learned each other's rhythms. They learned when to offer comfort and when to give space. They learned how to protect each other emotionally during difficult scenes. This kind of partnership does not happen overnight. It is built through consistency and care. Interviews from that period revealed how much they respected each other as artists. Ginny often spoke about Jayna's sensitivity and emotional intelligence. Jayna spoke about Ginny's steadiness and quiet support. Neither tried to overshadow the other. There was no competition, only collaboration. That mutual respect became the foundation of their bond. As poisonous love gained popularity, the response was overwhelming. Fans were drawn not only to the storyline, but to the authenticity of the relationship portrayed. Viewers felt seen. They felt represented. The chemistry between Ginny and Jayna did not feel performative or exaggerated. It felt gentle, intentional, and emotionally safe. That authenticity played a major role in the series eventually reaching 100 million views. It became more than a show. It became a shared emotional experience. The success brought pressure. Sudden attention can strain even the strongest partnerships. Yet Ginny and Jayna navigated it with grace. They supported each other through interviews, fan reactions, and public scrutiny. They remained grounded. They did not feed speculation or distance themselves out of fear. They simply stayed consistent. After the series ended, Ginny and Jayna stepped into separate chapters of their lives. New roles, personal growth, and individual journeys took priority. The distance between them was natural. It was not marked by conflict or drama. It was simply the result of two people evolving. Still, fans never stopped talking about them. Clips continued to circulate. Scenes were re-watched endlessly. Their connection remained alive in the memories of those who felt it deeply. Time allowed reflection. Time allowed healing. Time allowed growth. Ginny grew into roles that reflected strength, introspection, and emotional control. Her performances became more layered, more restrained. Jayna explored characters that demanded vulnerability and emotional courage. She allowed herself to be seen more fully. Both women expanded their range. Both deepened their craft. When news broke that they would reunite for a new 2026 series, the reaction was immediate and emotional. This was not just excitement. It was recognition. Fans recognized the significance of timing. This reunion was not rushed. It came after years of growth. It came when both women were ready to bring something new. Their reunion carries a different emotional weight now. They bring history into every scene. Not just the history of their characters, but the history they share as collaborators. Their chemistry feels deeper, steadier, and more grounded. It is no longer about discovery. It is about recognition. There is an ease in how they move together. A comfort that can only come from shared experience. On set, their dynamic reflects trust. They communicate without effort. They understand each other's boundaries. They support each other emotionally. Crew members have noted how natural their interactions feel. There is no tension. No awkwardness. Just familiarity. Emotional scenes unfold with calm confidence because both know they are safe. This sense of safety is crucial, especially in stories centered on emotional intimacy. Ginny and Jayna allow each other space to feel deeply. They respond rather than perform. This creates scenes that resonate long after they end. Off-set, Ginny and Jayna share a bond that feels genuine. Public appearances show warmth without performance. Conversations flow naturally. Laughter comes easily. Fans notice the small details. The way they stand close without needing to prove anything. The way they listen when the other speaks. The way they offer quiet support without drawing attention. These moments resonate because they feel real. Their history is built on shared growth. They experienced success together. They faced pressure together. They learned together. That kind of history creates emotional safety. It creates a space where vulnerability feels possible. Even without public labels or declarations, the depth of their connection is evident. As a female pairing, Ginny and Jayna represent something powerful. They show that love and connection between women can be portrayed with softness, respect, and emotional realism. Their story is not driven by spectacle. It is driven by sincerity. That is why it resonates so deeply. Representation matters not because it demands attention, but because it reflects truth. Ginny and Jayna bring truth into their work. They honor emotion without exaggeration. They show affection without performance. This approach has helped redefine how female relationships are portrayed on screen. Fans are invested because they recognize authenticity. They see two women who understand each other deeply. Whether their bond is interpreted as romantic, artistic, or personal, it carries honesty. And honesty is what lasts. Their reunion in 2026 feels like the right moment. Both have grown. Both have something new to bring. Watching them together now feels like witnessing a deeper chapter unfold. One shaped by maturity, reflection, and emotional truth. Ginny and Jayna remind us that meaningful connections do not disappear with time. They evolve. They deepen. They wait patiently. And when they return, they feel stronger. This story continues to resonate because it mirrors real life. Relationships change. People grow. Distance happens. Yet some bonds remain intact beneath everything. Ginny and Jayna embody that quiet permanence. Their journey stands as a reminder that chemistry is not manufactured. It is built. It is protected. It is nurtured over time. That is why their reunion feels powerful. That is why audiences continue to watch. That is why their story matters. Not because Poisonous Love reached 100 million views, but because Ginny and Jayna turned shared experience into something lasting. Something honest. Something that continues to live in the hearts of those who felt it. Please don't forget to subscribe and click on the post notification to get notified whenever I upload a new video.